Hi, I'm Greg.
I'm Sam.
I'm Grant.
We're playing Crash Team Racing. Let's go.
Right.
Alright, so
it's gonna be me and Greg first against each other. Oh, I have to join. Yeah.
okay, so since this is going to be our first kind of play video, this is just, we're going to be kind of playing games. And
Yeah.
our first game here is going to be Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed, except Sega's not in the title anymore, because there's a bunch of random shit in here. Now, personally, I believe this is one of the finest kart racing games ever. I think it's much better than Mario Kart.
Greg had us play this a little earlier. This game, his exact words were, "This game kicks Mario Kart's ass." He is absolutely right.
Yes, and I'm not dissing Mario Kart. Well, I'm kind of dissing Mario Kart. Well, it's fun. Oh, let's just get to the game. All right,
You
so
put it on a hard.
you guys
Is
go
there
hard.
any other way to play?
Dude, I
Am I
play.
a basic bitch?
All right, now I just got this on PC like recently,
Nice.
so I haven't unlocked stuff yet. But we'll just do a race first, and maybe we'll go unlock stuff.
I kind of want to be the Team Fortress guys. I think.
Yeah, you can beat them in this game because they're a staple of Sega history.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna go.
All right, so I want to. So, Grant, correct me if I'm. So you're kind of, at least comparatively, you're kind of unfamiliar, Sonic-wise.
Yeah, I never grew up with Sonic. I've never really played it. I mean, I remember the Sonic game where there were the Team Fortress 2 characters, but that's
Right.
about it.
Yeah, Sonic Team Adventure
Yeah.
2 Fortress.
Honestly, the only Sonic game that I've seen in its entirety is Sonic 06. So
Well,
That was
I
that was
judge it-
1/3.
I should clarify. We were just we were hanging out, and we wanted to show Grant what Sonic 06 was like, and just basically the story behind it is when I was 11 years old, I used to think Sonic 06 was a really good game for
Yeah.
whatever reason. So we played it, and I had the controller most of the time, and thankfully I know the game really well, which is not something to be proud of.
it's really not.
But I'm
no.
really, really good at it, and so we played through the entire Sonic campaign.
We did not
And-
plan to do that, but we did.
Right, and we were saying, I remember saying something to the effect of like, all right, next time we'll do the Shadow campaign. Grant's like, there is no way.
Yeah. But it's interesting because me and Sam both grew up on Sonic, right? You grew up on him, right, Sam?
Yeah,
Did you?
well,
Did
more
you?
of the 3D Sonics, yeah.
Yeah, well, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was actually my very first game, and I have very fond memories of the Sega Genesis and the Sega Dreamcast and stuff.
Your first game ever?
Yeah, first game ever was Sonic 2. Because apparently nothing came before that.
Right. So,
Yeah.
no,
It might have come with the Genesis. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm actually, let's see, I'm 18 now, so when did 16-bits like come in? And I was born in 1995, so that was like in the middle of the 16-bit generation.
Honestly, my earliest memory of Sonic was I went to a McDonald's
Mm.
and like they had like the toys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like way back in the day, it was like ooh digital. It was like a
Oh, I remember
thing.
those.
Yeah. So they
The-
had like it was like almost like a Game and Watch kind of like
Yeah.
one game little
LCD
console thing.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a little
Oh.
Sonic one, and it was calculator graphics.
were they
Yeah.
was it the Tiger Electronics
Yeah,
one?
yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I just remember playing that at McDonald's, and then whenever, for years to come, like into middle school, when people would talk about Sonic, I thought of that little calculator game, and I was like, "What is the big deal about this McDonald's toy?"
Yeah. It's like, why do people like Sonic so much?
I
This
don't,
isn't that great.
I don't know.
Oh, I think I remember that. It was like
Yeah,
what
there
was it? It was
Sonic
like
was in a car. That was one of them.
Yeah, it was like a
There was a Knuckles treasure hunt, if I recall correctly.
The one I had,
Yeah.
it was just Sonic, like the background scanning across, and then you just had moved up and down like you were jumping.
Yeah.
It was basic.
Yeah.
Who won?
All right.
I did. Oh my god.
Good,
Ah, that's
By a
beautiful.
wide
Good.
margin.
All right,
Okay,
s-
now it's Greg versus Grant.
Grant against Greg now, and rightfully deserved.
Here, press A to make that go faster. Yeah. So yeah.
Um,
So then there's this game this is a sequel to another Sonic racing game that came out before. That was also very fun. But this one has like the whole boat and plane mechanics that I think are really fun. Like they really did a good job of doing it because they feel different, but they're still keeping with the good mechanics of it. And
What I said about this game is that it how do I put it? It's like with Mario Kart, I just feel like I'm relying on chance to stay alive
Yeah.
and stay in the race. This feels like a race.
Yeah. Like, there's a little bit of chance. There's still chance in this game, but it's a lot more fun, a lot more, like, involved.
So next time I want to challenge a friend or family member to trial by combat in an honorable system, normally you use Mario Kart, but now, since this is so much more skill-based...
Should we?
Alright, he's gonna be Monkey Man, I'm gonna be Red Sonic.
Wait, sorry, you may have to cut this out. Should we turn the game down a little bit?
Oh, right. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
So, okay, you're...
Okay, we had the volume up for a little bit. That's sorry about that, folks. But
yeah, it'll probably be fine, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what does this do?
Am I wasting all your coins?
now go ahead. Okay. But I got a shield.
Oh.
I think we should show Grant like the Sonic Adventure games at some point.
We will.
Games that are fun.
Well, the thing, yeah, I mean, Sonic Adventure, both games have a lot of problems, especially 2. But
What do you mean? Like what?
2 is like just really not fun in a lot of aspects.
What? Well, the treasure hunting levels are not fun.
No, I think those are better than the mech levels.
Really?
Yeah, the mech levels are worst.
Oh, the mech levels are kind of slow.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a stage from Sonic Colors. Another a game that I personally think got Sonic kind of back on track. Not great, but fun.
It was the thing I say about that game is it was a fun game, but I think it was over too soon. It was over kind of before it started in a sense, and there wasn't too much of a climax to it.
I think the climax was enough. I think the thing about that game's story is that it was a nice change of pace from like the super in-depth stories they were trying to do. It was just kind of a simple story. But
yeah, I guess that's true, but there's no like big like supersonic fight.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's good because why would they like in the past? Super Sonic has always showed up and they would always change the gameplay at the last minute, and that's weird. Like, why would they do that?
No, I guess you have a point.
Yeah.
There.
Except Sonic Adventure 1 did that really good because it was like a cool last battle where you were still the same controls.
Yeah, sorry, all I'm still getting is that little calculator game. That's all I got.
Alright, let's focus on the game we're playing right now so we can keep Grant into it.
Yeah. So
let's just introduce him to all the characters he's passing. There's you're playing as a guy from Super Monkey Ball. Fallout.
Oh, I didn't notice that. He's playing as
Aye. Aye from
Is
Super
that a Sega game?
Yeah, Super Monkey Ball is Sega.
All I know Sega as is the people who make the games that Nintendo didn't make. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, nowadays they don't use anything except Sonic, so they might as well not have made them. It's like Sonic and some PC stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
But yeah, they have all these cool franchises like Monkey Ball, Jet Set Radio, Samba de Amigo. That's less cool. But
I like the way you list it.
Samba de Amigo, Jet Set Amigo, Space Channel Amigo, Cinco.
Where am I supposed to be
And
going?
Sonic Generations Amigo.
Ninth place.
In space. I do think this is a very nice looking level.
Yeah, this, like I said, I mean, there's no real need. No, there's no need to tack Sonic onto this game.
Well, this isn't tacked on. This is a whole game based around Sega characters. That's not. It's not like they took another game and tacked somebody else into it.
Well,
Like
yeah,
they tacked Wreck-It Ralph into this, but
oh, yeah, that's very
And
true.
Team Fortress
and
2.
Team Fortress.
But
and,
I'm saying this could just be a fun racing game on its own. Like, you don't need Sega characters.
but it can though.
But then again, neither does Mario Kart.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. Would be a fun game even if it wasn't recognizable characters. But now it's a fun game and you get to see a bunch of characters you like. Or at least I like.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying that's like a. It's not like a bad thing.
Well, the thing is,
It's
actually,
just-
that is a kind of interesting thing. How there aren't many kart racers that are just their own thing. Like,
No, you're right.
yeah, most of them are based on something. Like Sonic Kart, Mario Kart, Crash Kart. There's.
Oh, but then there
Luigi.
was that one game where, like, you rode on the motorcycles and it was on PC, like, way back in the day, and it was just motorcycle racing, but it was...
What?
Do you know that game?
Right,
Ah.
what do you?
It was, oh, I don't know.
Is
I
it-
can't remember the title because it was one of those games that, like, I had the shifty friend who, like, had it, like, pirated onto a CD with, like, 4 other games. They were, like, the really cheap ones, and then he just gave me that, and I'm like, and then that game, like, defined my childhood, and I can't even remember what it is.
Hey there, you want to race?
I swear, I think my favorite driving game ever is the Penn and Teller one where you drive across
Desert Bus?
The desert bus, yeah.
That's in a league
Oh
of
my
its own.
god. You play that.
We're not playing that.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
we'll play
say
it. We'll play it in its entirety.
No,
Well, I lost.
Do,
I'm doing
Greg's
good.
just gonna hold on to his controller the whole time.
Yeah. You know what? We done 2 races. Why don't we do some of the other modes now?
What are other modes?
There's plenty of other modes.
You fight to get into last place this time.
Hey, Sam, that sounds like your kind of thing. Stop
Jesus. I thought we were having like a nice civilized kind of like podcast like talk here.
We're playing a racing kart game. The shit talk has to start eventually.
Yeah.